Welcome to the LL Spring Sports Roundtable from the big broadcast facility 101 North Queen Street in Lancaster, brought to you by Penn Medicine, Lancaster General Health Sports Medicine. My name is Mike Gross. I'll be hosting these proceedings, and to my left is John Walk of LNP, LancasterOnline.com. To my right is Jeff Reinhart of the same publications. We're getting near the end, but in some ways we're not really that near the end because there's a lot of stuff to still talk about. And we can also look back on one of the big events of the spring every year, which is the state track meet. John has a recap of what went down last weekend at Shippensburg University.
Yeah, big weekend for Lancaster 11 League track and field athletes, coming out of this with 6 silver medals and 1 bronze medal and a bunch of other medals in the top 8. I'll mention the silvers and the bronze here. Silver in 3A, Katie Irvine, Solanco, pole vault, who we heard about all year. She jumped 13 feet, she cleared 13 feet, I should say. Staying in 3A, Ella Lucas from Warwick, discus, 141 feet, 7 inches, silver medal. 3A, Katie Becker, Warwick, high jump, silver medal, 5 feet, 9 inches. 3A, Gianna Long, Ephrata, 400-meter dash, silver medal, 55.82 seconds. 3A, McCaskey girls, 1600 relay, who we've been talking about all year, places second at states in a time of 3 minutes, 51.53 seconds to earn a silver medal. I think that does it for one more silver I should mention here in Class 2A. Teresa Moore from Lancaster Catholic in the high jump, 5 feet 5 inches. She picks up a silver. And then finally, bronze, Darren Kamoff from Manheim Township in the 400-meter dash, 48.01 seconds. He gets a 3rd place medal to him. So, 6 silvers, 1 bronze, and countless top 8 medals coming out of that. And if you guys want to know more, check out the track and field page in Lancaster Online. Steve Navaroli was there for, 2-3 days up in Shippensburg, covering all of it.
Yeah, he's a gamer. We used to cover that, boys and girls. We used to have one rider for each, and he does both. God bless him. That McCaskey girls team, I think, was probably the story of track this year. They just had a lot of good runners, right?
I thought they might win. I thought Irvine might win. But again, for the 2nd week in a row, it was indoors. They moved the pole vault inside. So I don't know if that messes her up, or I don't know. I've never picked her brain.
And even Katie Becker from Warwick in the high jump, if you remember a week ago at districts, set like a new district mark by clearing 6 feet 6 inches.
Something like that.
She jumped 5 feet 9. So that kind of lets you know.
Wow,
that's way different.
But that can happen. I've seen that many times over the years in the jumps. All right, how about baseball, guys?
Go.
Baseball. Incredibly, we have 7 teams still playing baseball.
Good for them.
6 of them have locked up state tournament berths, and one of them still was alive for a state tournament berth tonight at Wenger Field in Fredericksburg in Class AAA. Lancaster Catholic will play for the district championship against Trinity. Catholic is the #1 seed. They're 19-2. Trinity has 8 losses, including a regular season loss to Lancaster Catholic. It was a 4-3 game that really could have gone either way. Catholic won their semifinal against Berks Catholic, which was one of the teams that their coaches were kind of looking at, like that's one of the ones we're probably going to have to get past to win districts. They won that game 2-1 in 8 innings. It was a thriller. They scored in the 8th to win it, walk-off RBI single. And the other thing about this is Noah Zimmerman. They have 2 pitchers, Catholic. Noah Zimmerman and Brandon Wingenroth, that we talked about a lot. Penn State commit. Wingenroth should be very well rested. They had a bye, so he hasn't pitched for probably a week and a half. Whoa. And I am certain that I don't know this, I haven't talked to their coach, but I'm certain he's going to be the guy to go tonight, and he should be as fresh as he can be. So that's a 6 o'clock start. I'll be at that game. And then we've got district semifinals in 5A. We have an all-LL district semifinal, Donegal against Ephrata.
Nice.
And those teams have been very resilient when they've run up against a township or a Warwick. They've taken their lumps, but they get right back on the horse and scored a lot of runs. They have enough pitching. They could be playing for a while. And of course, Manheim Central, who we've been talking about all year in 5A, they won both of their district games so far, 2-1, scoring a run in the bottom of the 7th inning to win them. And so they're playing Susquehannock at home. 4:30 start tonight, and Mr. No-Hitter, Jared Murray, the junior left-hander, should be on the mound for Central. In 6A, we have two teams, Manheim Township and Warwick, both in the semifinals, both playing tonight. Township with a really tough test. They're at Governor Mifflin, which is a #1 seed. They have 20 wins. They've been pretty much, I think most people would say, the best team in District 3, regardless of class this year. So serious test for Township there. And Warwick is hosting Cumberland Valley. Cumberland Valley 15-5, and Warwick only has 3 losses. They've had an excellent year, and again, their pitching should be rested enough. I think Warwick is in pretty good shape. The semifinal winners will play Thursday in 5A and 6A for the district championship, and Lampeter Strasburg, which lost in the quarterfinals of district, is still alive. They play Redland tonight. They'll have to win twice in the losers bracket to get that 5th spot in 5A from District 3 in the state playoffs. So,
are the big school finals at a cool stadium?
No.
Like York, or do you know where they're at?
Well, I don't know where they're at, but it hasn't been determined yet. But I don't think so because, well, I shouldn't say. I don't know for sure.
Okay, I know they've played at that where the York team plays.
Yeah.
They've played there before.
Yeah.
Or the York Revolution.
Where the Revolution.
Yeah, well, Manheim Central and Redland played the state semifinals at that ballpark last year. They'll start using those facilities in the states, you know, when they start getting couple rounds in, but yeah, a lot of baseball still going.
Do you want to serve in volley now?
Do it,
some digs and kills and whatnot.
Volley.
All right, let's volley. 2 teams left. 2. That's it. AAA Warwick, LL Champ still alive. AA Manheim Central. I hate to call Manheim Central a Cinderella because they've been in states like 3 or 4 years in a row, and they were in the state finals 4 years ago. I wasn't so sure the Barons were even going to get out of the district bracket, and they did, and they're through, and here they are. Tuesday night, first round of states. Warwick plays at District 11 champ Northampton. Concrete Kids.
Concrete Kids, one of the great nicknames.
Absolutely. I am gassing up the car, 222 North, and covering that. Warwick at Northampton. AA Tuesday night, Manheim Central plays at District 2 runner-up Lansdale Catholic. If you lose Tuesday night, you're done. If you win Tuesday night, you go to the state quarterfinals on Saturday. Warwick made the semifinals in District 3, which got them into states, lost to Central Dauphin in the semifinals. CD is a juggernaut. Take away those weekend tournaments, and CD did not drop a set all spring. They won every match 3-0. They're really good.
Yeah.
Warwick goes to the 3rd place match, beats Palmyra 3-2 to get bronze. First trip to states for Warwick since 2018. Just the second time they'll go to states under Coach Nate Gajecki. So Warwick, Northampton, Tuesday night. Northampton, District 11 is dominated by Parkland. Parkland wins that every year. Parkland beat Northampton twice this season, including the Eastern Pennsylvania Conference Championship match. Northampton finally slays the Giant. They beat Parkland in the district finals. Their first district championship, their first trip to states. Very intriguing matchup. Can't wait to see this. Winner, survivor, gets District 1 champ Neshaminy or District 12 runner-up George Washington on Saturday. Manheim Central, here's their resume for states. 2018 state finals. 2019 state semifinals. 2020 was bagged for COVID. 2021 state quarterfinals. So it's been a good stretch here for the Barons. They beat Garden Spot for the 2nd time this season in the District 3 3rd place game last week. Great match, 3-2. Slug it out back and forth. The only bummer for Manheim Central that night, Jacob Moyer, who's one of their really good pin hitter, outside hitter kids. He's really good, all-star. He got hurt, lower body injury, and I was told that he is not going to play in this match against Lansdale Catholic. So Central's going to be minus one of their heavy hitter kids. We'll see how they do against Lansdale Catholic. Lost to Palumbo in the District 12 finals. What a turnaround for Lansdale Catholic. They were 1-17 last year.
Wow.
1-17, and now they're in states. That's really interesting. Losers out. Winner gets District 1 champ Doc Mennonite, which is a pretty good program, or District 12 third seed Archbishop Wood, which is great at everything, on Saturday. So Tuesday night, Warwick, Northampton, Manheim Central, Lansdale Catholic. Winners play Saturday. We shall see. I think somebody will get there.
Trivia question.
Go.
Can you name the Lancaster Lebanon athletic director who is a alum of Northampton?
Yes, I can. The Manheim Township.
It's Jason Strunk.
Jason Strunk.
Ding, ding,
yeah,
ding.
yeah. He went to Northampton, and he's been all over the place.
Which I had only learned when the Warwick boys basketball played Northampton in the second round of states.
His last stop before here was one of those gigantic schools in Texas that's in that league that has like 20,000 seat football stadiums. Like Drew Brees played in.
Yeah, he's an interesting dude. If you ever get 10 minutes with him, he's very fascinating. He was a football coach at Purdue.
Yeah,
Purdue.
Right.
He's been around. He's been around it, and I think he's happy.
Been around a little,
and he's found a home at Township. So, all right, that's your volleyball.
All right, thank you, Ryan.
You got it.
I'm going to yak about softball here a little bit. We have 3 teams still playing in the end. 2 of them are in 6A and in the semifinals. One at Warwick and Penn Manor. I should say we have 3 teams still playing in the 6A semifinals. Warwick and Penn Manor tonight. Penn Manor won both regular season meetings 5-1 and 8-3. Penn Manor's been dominant all year. They've really been good. Warwick has won a couple of close games over Wilson and Cumberland Valley to get to this stage. They're 14-5. They've been very good. But you would think that Penn Manor is the favorite there. And then in the other semi, Manheim Township against Central Dauphin. It's at Central Dauphin. And Township is only 13-9, but really resurgent of late. Cinderella. As we talked about a little bit last week, they've won their 2 district games, 12-0 over Governor Mifflin.
Wow.
And then in the quarterfinals, 10-3 over the #1 seed, Central York.
Wow.
10-3. This Megan Marks, the pitcher for Township, is kind of emerging here late in the year. Nice. She pitched that game and also had 4 or 5 hits in that game and pitched the shutout in the previous round. Now, the first time they played in the regular season, Central Dauphin won 18-11. I think Township is a little bit different team now than they were then. It sounds to me like, but anyway, that's the 6A semis. Those are tonight, and we'll have coverage of those. And then in the losers bracket in 5A, Lampeter Strasburg still kicking, although they lost in the quarterfinals to their old nemesis, Twin Valley. Oh, boy. And all of a sudden, the run prevention thing has become a problem for LS. They gave up 4 runs in that game. They have a lot of history, 4 home runs, I should say, in that game. And they have a lot of history with Twin Valley. They played in district finals, they played in the states, but this was, Twin Valley got the better of them this time. So they will play Northeastern. They are at home. That's 4:30 tonight also, and they'll have to win tonight and Thursday in order to get that 5th spot in the state tournament.
Wow.
Same situation that the LS baseball team is in, actually.
How about that?
That's softball.
Pyros.
Right. John, what do you got for us, my man?
I want to mention quickly tennis before we transition to lacrosse. This past weekend, singles and doubles competition at the state level for boys tennis. Niall Abadir is the name coming out of there, Lancaster Country Day Junior. 3rd place in 2A singles. If you remember last year, so his freshman year is wiped out because no season because of COVID. Sophomore year, he goes undefeated, wins a state crown, goes back as a junior, gets a bronze medal this time. So, quite already an impressive resume that he can build on going into his senior year.
It should fire him up for next spring. I think we're going to talk about him a lot next spring.
Yes, plenty. And I'm curious to see where he's going to play next level too, as I'm sure everybody else is. All right, finally in lacrosse, we are into the start of the state playoffs beginning on Tuesday with 6 Lancaster Lebanon League teams. I will be at Manheim Township. By the time you guys see this, you can hop on the lacrosse page of Lancaster Online. A doubleheader, 3A girls, Manheim Township, followed by 3A boys with Manheim Township. I'll just name the teams quick as far as who's in, who's playing. 3A boys, District 3 champ, Manheim Township will host District 7 runner-up Mount Lebanon. Hempfield, the District 3 4th place team, will go to District 1 runner-up Downingtown East. In 2A boys, Lampier Strasburg, who just reached a district final for the first time in program history. Last year, they made states for the first time. They're back in states this time, still looking for their first state playoff win in program history. The Pioneers will go to District 12 champion Lansdale Catholic. Mighty matchup for them. Cocalico making its first state playoff appearance. Are they? The Eagles, 4th place from District 3, going to District 7 champ Mars, who I'm told has like 5 Division I players on the roster, so they got some uphill sledding. Finally, in 3A girls, District 3 champion Manheim Township will be at home Tuesday. I'll be covering this one, hosting District 7 3rd place Upper St. Clair. If you remember, Township is the District 3 champ. They've reached the state final last 3 years, so they're making looking to make it 4 years in a row. They're number 2 in the state power rankings by PhillyLax.com. Finally, Hempfield girls, District 3, 4th place team. They're in states for the first time since 2015. First time under Coach Claudia. First time under Coach Claudia Ovchinnikov. They will go to District 7 champ Shady Side. So they have a bus trip there going out to Pittsburgh, essentially.
And Upper St. Clair and
for sure.
And who is coming? Mount Lebo. They're coming out here.
Yeah, they're coming this way. And you know, in the past, when I first started covering lacrosse 7-8 years ago, District 7, they don't know how to play. Well, in the last few years, they've come out this way and they've really beat up on some District 3, District 1 teams. So they've gotten a lot better at lacrosse out in the western side of the state for sure.
Interesting.
Well, you know, this is what happens. Sports evolve and
catch up.
More people get good at it.
Yeah.
The gospel gets spread. I mean, we've seen it happen. It happens faster and more dramatically in these relatively young sports, which in Pennsylvania in high school, lacrosse is a relatively young sport.
Mars nickname, quick.
Planets.
The planets.
Great.
Love it.
Boom.
Love it.
All right, gang. Hey, you may have had your senior prom, but we're nowhere near done with sports. There's a lot to go, and we'll be here again next week to talk about state playoffs. I think pretty much exclusively. Well, maybe some wrap-ups of district finals and such. But there you have it. Much more to come. Thanks for watching. He's John Walk. He's Jeff Reinhardt. I'm Mike Gross, and this has been the LL Spring Sports Roundtable, brought to you by Penn Medicine, Lancaster General Health Sports Medicine. See you later.